I remember when I was doing Taekwondo, like it was always my favorite. Like there's a certain point in the class, they were like 50-minute classes, but there's a certain point in the class where you feel like you don't have any more to give. And in that moment, your brain shuts off and your body takes over. And that's like the feeling after that. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm like, it's just like, holy crap, I did that. Like I really did that. Even though I wanted to give up, I wanted to not do it anymore. My brain was telling me no. Your brain shuts off at some point and you just physically, if your physicality takes over, and it's awesome. And it's, yep. I would take that any day of the week. I would love to do that, to feel like that.
I feel like that's like a big trigger and switch too for that like self-confidence boost and those super energized feelings. Like you might not get it every single workout, but when you do, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's worth it. I'm like, it's worth the wait to get there. And I think like, because you do running, people talk about like a runner's high. They've gotten like, I think I've experienced it one time. I remember I was like, raging. I was super pissed off about something. I don't even remember what, but I left my house and I ran my fastest mile I've ever run. And but I remember like I was not mentally present. I was just running and raging. And I'm like that feeling of like, your body knows what to do. It knows, it has the energy pathways. It knows how to do the work. And if you mentally get the hell out of your own way, like you have the capability to do the work and to be impressive and to be powerful. Yeah,
for sure.
Get the hell out of your own way.
Love it. Yeah, I've definitely gone so many runs where I'm just frustrated and mad and whatever, and just like I'm just leaving. Like I have slammed the door on my way out, like leaving to make a point. Do not talk to me. Do not come after me. I'm leaving for a run. And I would come back, you're a different person because you've worked out those feelings and emotions. Yeah. And you'd look at your watch and you'd say, oh, that was actually a pretty good run.
Yeah. Look at that.
Right? Yeah. Cool.
Okay. I love it. Yeah. But I think it's funny actually, because you and I are the opposite when it comes to like big groups and social interactions. Because I'm like, give me all the people and I feel like jazzed at the end of it. I'm like so pumped up. I'm like, I definitely hit a point. I'm like, Kurt would tell you this. I'm like, he witnessed it precisely one time. We were at the end of, we'd gone to Brewfest together. And we were with kind of a big group of people. And then afterwards we went to dinner and like, I had been great all day long. And then there literally was like a point where I was like tired and I was done. And he was like, you're really done. And I was like, yes, you need to take me home now. Like we're leaving. I'm done with social interaction. But it was like the only time he's ever witnessed like me being that. Like I'm usually like, let's go.
It's funny.
It's so funny.
We had a dinner party that we went to on Sunday, and it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so like 8 other people, and then us. So a fairly large dinner party, and part of it was because like they're speaking another language at times, and so you're trying to like follow along and like figure out what's happening, but also like we told them you don't have to speak in English the whole time, like do not cater to us, like we're trying to learn as well and integrate. But I could feel myself halfway through this dinner party becoming more and more just like, oh, like I am getting the life force sucked out of me right now. Like I don't even know, can we go home?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm
done here.
Yeah.
Hopefully
that language barrier is hard.
Face.
Yeah, right. You had a lot of wine that night, if I recall.
No, that was the night before.
Oh, was it the night before? Oh, okay. I was like, because that's always my solution. If I'm having a hard, like when I go to other countries and I'm like, I'm not understanding where I'm feeling overwhelmed by the language barrier, I have some wine and I feel like I can speak German. Of course. It just like takes just that edge off.
You're just laughing.
It's so good. I'm like, oh gosh. I'm like, you girl, you don't speak that language. You speak only English. Get it together.
Also, that was a dirty joke. Don't laugh at that.
Right. So good. Oh goodness.
But yeah, so
I'm sure that a lot of our listeners struggle with that, with just feelings of guilt. And one of the key things for me Now, before we dive in, I was like, I was going to dive into it, but I think that we should go over, like we have here, the barriers to success and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I like it.
I like it too. I keep twiddling with this. That's why I almost took it off. I was like twiddling with these because I'm trying to keep my hands.
Can't notice it at all. So.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm like, because I'm definitely like,
yeah, because it like
instead of touching my
face up here.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I was like, because I touch my face a lot and I don't want to be touching my face. So
super smart.
I'll twiddle. Super smart. I'll twiddle this. Yeah. My professor, one of my professors told me that. She was like, girl, like mess with a pencil or like do something down below. Like, okay.
That's why I like those like stupid fidget toys and things, because not only do they like keep you busy, they like keep you from doing other things.
Yeah, for sure. I also like, I don't know that we've ever talked about this, but I have like I pick at my skin if I am stressed or like bored or anything like that. And so it's something that I like actively have to be, don't do it. Cause I'll just be like going about stuff in my house and then like I'll be like thinking through things and stressed and whatever. And then I'll find myself. It's almost like a surprise that I'm like standing in the bathroom and I'm like, why are you this close to the mirror doing this? Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Mine is, it's the same premise where I'm like, I think it's anxiety for me. I don't think that it is like anxiety is stress essentially. So it's stress. Yeah. But like, I think it's me sitting on the couch, like being anxious. And there's a reason that, oh, cool, that one looks like crap, so I won't show that hand. There's a reason that my nails are super short all the time and usually look like crud. Because even if I grow them out nicely and they're like doing great, and I'm like, oh, they're a nice length, like I could go get them painted naturally and not have to like put acrylics on. Yeah. I'll find myself on the couch and all of a sudden I have bit one down a little bit and then I have to pick at it so that it's not like messed up. And then all of a sudden I've done it to 4 of them. I go, okay, now I only have one good one on this skin, so I might as well get that one. So I'll go get nail clippers and chop those all off. And I'm like, it's awful. And it's like a visual thing. Like I hate that like other people can see it and I'm like, okay, so just process your stress, like deal with that so that you're not doing this. But it's hard. It's definitely hard. Yeah, I need to figure out how to channel it into something else when I'm like sitting on the couch watching TV, because that's when it comes out the most for me, because I'm not doing something with my hands. Yeah.
Well, it's funny that you say that actually, because like in my coffee table, so I moved all of my nail supplies are right underneath my coffee table, because when I'm sitting on the couch is when I start fiddling with that and I notice like, oh, I need to trim that. Oh, that's a hangnail or whatever. And so I literally pull it out and file it before I have time to like pick and chew and all that kind of stuff.
Well, it's not that like it needed it. Like it did not need to be filed or anything. It's just me sitting there and all of a sudden like I have bent it and now it's got a little rip on it and I'm just like, cool, now I have to do it.
Yep, I feel that. Yeah. Lovely.
That was a fun tangent.
I'm glad. It makes me feel better when other people experience similar things, because I'm like, I can't be the only person that's like in my bathroom picking at my shit or like whatever. For a while it was my shoulders. Like I don't know why, like if I would like go like that on my shoulder, I would like pick at just like if I had dry skin or any sort of bump or anything, and then all of a sudden it's inflamed and it's spreading and it's whatever else. And
the new one that I now have is I like play with my hair a lot now. Like I do this a lot, or if my hair is down, I'm just like combing through it like this, and all of a sudden I'll realize that I've essentially acted like a brush. And there's just a small amount, sorry for the gross part that's happening, by the way, but there's just like a small amount of like hair and that's now cluster. And I'm like, cool, this is gross. Let's get this away.
Delightful.
So, you know, we all have ways to channel our stress and anxiety.
Yep.
Put it in a box over here.
Put it in a box. We're just going to ignore that.
We're not going to deal with it healthily. Just put it in a box over here.
No. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh. Okay.
Where are we?
I don't even know.
I think right now the recommendation from the American Heart Association is like 150 minutes a week of moderate exercise. So not even like hardcore, like strength training or sprinting, running or anything. It's just moderate exercise, which could be a walk. And if you think about it, 150 minutes is what, an hour and a half? No. Yeah, an hour and a half every week.
Yeah, it's not very much. And if you split it up over 5, 6, 7 days, it's
no, it's 2.5
really
hours.
not that
well, gotta go back.
Oh
Math
my
is
gosh.
hard. I was like, all right,
Math is hard.
So,
we're not mathematicians here. We do fitness.
oh my god, side note. When my husband and I were first dating, we had like, we'd moved in together and we kind of had a tab, like he's paid this much for this and so I need to pay and like things. And I would get so frustrated with him because his math skills for something like this were terrible. He'd be like, oh, you now owe $40 into this tab. And I was like, hold on, let me see this. How are you calculating this? And I'd look over his work and I'd be like, I owe 27. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me math for you.
Yeah,
Oh
but he'd go to work and he'd be perfectly fine with his math. It was just, you know, money and things. Can't do it.
Cute. I love it so much.